Hey there folks, welcome back to Is That Right Gaming. My name is Rob. Today we're taking a look what's in the box, Thunder Rolls. This game is by Richard Lanius, Zeroic Games, Mr. B Games. It is 1 to 8 drivers, 30 to 60 minutes, and ages 10 and up. So this is a dice rolling game. I do know it might be considered an unofficial follow-up to Thunder Alley, though some people might not like that descriptor. So, Thunder Rolls, dice rolling, racing game. So we're going to take a look at that today. Also, I did order the extra cars, so we can do whatever we want with these. I'm thinking about doing an Is That Right Gaming team, but I don't know yet. There were probably more of these in the box, so let's go ahead and head down to the table and see what's in the box. Thunder Rolls. We're back at the table here. We're taking a look what's in the box. Thunder Rolls. So, Thunder Rolls is a fast-paced, dice-pacement stock car racing game for 1 to 8 players. Brought to you direct from the mind of Richard Lanius, the designer of Arkham Horror, Freedom 5, Fate of the Elder Gods, Defenders of the Realms, and so many more. Player interaction is the hallmark of this dice-rolling, action-selecting speed fest. Whether you're battling for priority position on the action spaces in the rolling phase or weaving through traffic in the thunder phase at 180 miles per hour, creating havoc in your wake, fast and furious fun is guaranteed. Wow, that's quite the intro block there. So this is Mr. B Games and Zeroic Games. It also looks like it comes with an additional 8 unpainted stock car miniatures and stickers for car colors and sponsors. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and pop open this box and see what's in it. So, get that cut. And here we go. So, if you have a favorite racing game, go ahead and put it down in the comments now. Curious to see what you guys think is the best racing game. So, here is our rule book. I do like this art on the cover. And here's our setup page. Interesting, they've got 4AB, 5F, 5A through E. There's a lot going on there. Instructions on applying stickers, that's kind of neat. Yep, the game on the table, 1 to 3 player game only. 1 player, 2 to 3. 1 to 2. There's a couple of advanced rules there. And playing the game. It's like we got rewards and penalties and an interlude here. Program slots. Scoring tracker down here at the bottom. So here's our rolling phase. So we got roll the dice pool, create dice sets, place dice sets, priority position and dice placement. Got some examples here. Rewards and penalties interlude. There's a 6-player plus rule here. If there are 6 or more players in the game, each player will be dealt 1 random thunder card after all action spaces have been resolved. That's interesting. Another example. Very interesting. I do need to read this rule book. There's a lot of words. Thunder phase, race strategy, racing movement, NPD cards, and repeat. But there are a lot of examples. Moving, pushing, risk test, braking, laps, a scoring interlude. First place gets 12 points and 8th place gets 4. And then Looks like we got descriptions of different cards here. So that's interesting. NPC drivers, NPDs, non-player drivers. So you have drivers that nobody controls. The rules for those. Details on the board. You got an outer lane, middle lane, inside lane, the racing groove. If you know anything about racing, you know outside on the straights, inside on the turns. Same thing is true roughly for road courses. Additional details on cards. Beacon, Tantrum House 500. I know they got an early preview, and that was kind of cool to watch. Crew chief cards, qualifying cards, action cards, advanced cards, rain. Ooh, that'll end a race in this series. Championship rules. So once you have the game figured out, you can make it longer term and championship style. And here's your championship trackers. Looks like you got a black team, blue team, green team, orange team, purple team, yellow team, red team, and a white team. Icons. Yeah, so there's the rule book. A lot of information to go through. But my understanding is it's fairly simple, but we'll have to find out. So here are a bunch of stickers. Wow, look at all these stickers. That's a lot. Got BGE, Tantrum House, Fun Again Games, Geek Dad, Arcane Wonders. Wow, there's a lot on here. Very interesting. So that's the sticker sheets. I think those two are the same, just give you more options. And now, see how big this board is. This looks like a big board. Woo! Wow. Spin that around. All right. So, top you can see the starting grid set up there. Laps, speed, thunder, hazard, crew chief, non-player driver actions. There's a weather thing in this corner. And then push this across here. Race finish. And down here at the bottom, pit stops, rubbing is racing, low line, crew chief, high line, and the groove. A lot of stuff you can do in a race here. Big board. And then we'll flip it over so you can see the other side. The road course here. Got some different arrows and things on this one. Blue here, orange here. Some in the starting grid. So that's interesting. Gonna have to see how all those rules work. And then, yeah, punch boards seem a little thin. I don't know if you can see that, but not terrible. Punch out quite nicely. So there's all our teams here. Very interesting. And I think they're the same on both sides. And I just pre-punched out the black one. That's how easy they come out. So yeah, very cool. Here are some additional tokens here. Got some dice symbols. This is typically a move over flag, so that's interesting. Thunder rolls. Red flag. Gotta stop the race for whatever reason. Look at all these dice. look at some of these. Personally, I am not the biggest fan of pips on my dice. I like numbers, but a lot of people like pips still, so that's what you get with this one. Tons of colors and pips on your 6-sided dice. All right, what do we got here? These are advanced rule cards, looks like. Yep. 3-wide racing, multi-card drafting, pit strategy, high line comes in, hugging the wall, forced entry, racing to the flag. Those look interesting. Lots to read about on those too. But I assume you're going to want to get the base game learned before going through and looking at those. Well, you could look at them at any time. It's a matter of when you play with them. These look like race names. Maybe some different rules for different types of races. So this looks like a player aid card. Thunder card placement actions, speed icons. Yeah. And then Beacon 400. Special rules, crossover. Each time you perform a crossover, move 1 space. Hazard, body damage. Body damage penalty is ignored on hazard cards. That's interesting. This side, the Beacon 400 is fast, really fast. You need to get out front early, possibly trading paint if you want to win. This goes on the oval side, 1 stage, half-a-mile oval short track. So that's kind of cool. And it looks like they've got a bunch of these. Board Game Geek 100. Little Plastic Train Company. Game Foundry. Solo BG. Major Malfunction. Rob's Tabletop World. Gray Raven Gaming. Tyson Wells Game Store. So lots of stuff. Lots of different cities represented. Rochester, New York, Houston, Texas, Greer, South Carolina. Lots going on there. That's going to be cool to check out too. So, looks like we got some smaller cards here. See what these are. Let's see. Start by getting, looks like we got some different team cards. Team Yellow, Draft, Side Draft, Junior Banks, Random Die Roll. Junior Banks, my car is almost as fast as when I used to run Shine. Reference to moonshining. That's fun. Team Red, Melissa Darling. I don't have a nickname, but I will answer to champion. So those are fun. Different driver cards. That's pretty cool. No Dice Rogers. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. So we got rain, overcast, sunny, partly cloudy. Yeah, so these are all weather cards. That's kind of neat. Though NASCAR pretty much only runs in sunshine. Some different value cars here. It's like we got Thunder cards and Speed cards and qualifying cards. We will have to read the rules to see what's going on with those. Roll a die and move your car the number of spaces rolled. That's a crossover card, drafting card, clean air card, drafting, work the pack card. So it'd be interesting to see how those work out. And looks like we got some non-player driver type cards here. So just different things that the drivers do on their turns. And then we got some hazard cards here. Brush the wall, -3. Body damage, -2. Fast loose. Brakes, -1. High temp, 0. Radio static. Lose the bonus maneuver on all remaining programmed cards. Trash on grill. Wow. That seems a little brutal, but I don't know what they do fully yet. So these are crew chief cards. Looks like these are action cards that you can spend. Cancel a crossover card attempted against you. Scoring interlude. Count as a flag for either side of a perfect line pairing. Interesting. Race plan. Retrieve a die before rolling. Flip a die. Anytime flip one of your dice to its opposite side. Quick pit. Move backward 2 spaces, then flip your team tile. Interesting. So these look like they're just the cars we saw before. So there's looks like there's just 8 of those in here. They don't have anything on them, so we'll have to put stickers on the cars or get somebody to paint them. Just to be sure, there's nothing underneath. So if you guys liked what you saw, feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you really enjoyed it. But this has been Is That Right Gaming with Thunder Rolls, and we checked out what's in the box. Pretty cool looking game. Can't wait to get it to the table. So have a great rest of your day.